I said it before, I'll say it again. The only thing that broke my heart about selling my 4-bedroom house and moving to a 2-bedroom apartment to downsize, I'm an empty nester now, was getting rid of some of the Christmas decor to include Christmas trees. I had the 9-foot, I had the 7-foot, and I held on for dear life to the 5-foot tree, right? And for those of you in smaller spaces or wanting extra trees for multiple rooms in the house, this is going to be perfect for you. It's from Santa's Best, appropriately named because we know them for not just their great holiday decor, but certainly for the Christmas trees. This has a retail value, Doug Thompson, of $357, which matches the quality of Santa's Best, right?
Absolutely.
However, the price today is $159 for a tree you're going to own for years, with functions that we expect, frankly, in the 9-foot plus trees, compacted into the 5-foot on an easy pay that you can start now of $26.50. It's H205691. Happy holidays.
Hey,
it's always
how
so
are
good
you?
to see you here.
Great
I know
to see
Christmas
you.
is upon us when you are here. And thank you for bringing us what is truly, I think, universally a perfect tree for houses big and small.
Absolutely, and this is that perfect tree. If you've never tried a Santa's Best tree, this is a great time to get in, a great size, because you can use this in so many different rooms. You can use it in a den, a kitchen, a bedroom, or maybe you want to reduce and go from a larger tree to a smaller tree. You can put this on a tabletop and still have a really strong presence.
Yeah, of course you could. All right, so let's talk about features here. I mean, obviously, as our lights come down, it's beautiful, but Santa's Best is known, it's right there on the screen, Fraser Fir, for giving us the most realistic botanical tree and the technology which makes it super easy, because I am not the person who wants to search for cords every time I put my tree up.
Exactly.
Right.
We give you that one cord option, and we also give you that lifelike tree. We also mix in little bits of brown flecks to make it look just like a live tree that you would pull from the forest. But really what we've become known for is harnessing that LED light technology and giving you a bulb that looks incandescent, but in fact it's LED. And the reason why that's so magical is because I can just press a button and we can go from warm white now to that jewel-toned multi, that fun. So you don't have to change your tree, you don't have to change your lights each season. You can just press a button and you can have a different look year after year.
So how many looks could we do?
So we have the warm white, the multi, then we have a pastel. This pastel color actually was inspired by a QVC customer who, on one of our earlier trees, loved that variation in between the warm white and the multi.
Oh, I see. She wants something in between.
Yeah, so we locked that color in. And then you also have an option of what we call a flip. So it'll just flip from warm white to multi.
That's when you host the party.
Exactly. Right. This is the one that's the crowd pleaser,
Yes.
because everybody that comes over, whether they're
Don't
a warm
even tell
white
them, they'll just be standing there and go, did that just change? Did what? Did it what?
Exactly.
What?
This pleases everyone. Then you also have some other options too, where it'll just kind of slowly fade.
Oh, I like that.
And it'll go down low and then back up. You can also do a faster fade where it moves at a little bit quicker repetition. And then you also have some twinkling. So this is just kind of a light, glistening type of dance. And then if you want to have a really, party type of atmosphere, you can kick it up to more of a fast twinkle.
Disco ball phase.
Exactly.
Right, is what we call it. I love that the lights are nestled in. Like if you really took the time and you had that strand of lights, which I'm never doing again, and wrap around each individual branch to try to get them all in there perfectly. They're perfectly spaced. I also noticed too, like when our camera came in closely, I couldn't see the pole in the center. It's dense enough that it looks like that genuine tree. And from experience and having owned Santa's Best trees, I know they do not require a lot of floofing.
That's right.
That's the technical term.
Yep.
When you do get it home. But when we do get it home, what does my setup look like?
It's very easy. In fact, I'll step over and I'll show you real quick. I have one disassembled here, and we can set it up together. Every tree comes with its own stand. We give you a sturdy stand with rubber feet. I'll just set that down. The bottom piece, it's tapered at the bottom, so it's easy to go into the stand. You just drop that in. It's a single plug design. I'm going to go ahead and plug in.
Pre-foofed.
And this will light up. And then the next piece I have to do on this 5-foot is just the top. Just push it in and give it a little twist.
Man, that's my favorite. That is so gratifying when the lights just pop right on.
Yeah.
Right.
Now we can decorate. We can make hot chocolate. We can put on the Christmas music.
I got the kettles going right now. We can fire up the hot cocoa. We are good to go. And that 5-foot size, I'm 5'6", and I've got a couple inches on the heels here too. and it still has quite the statement and the presence. But I feel like, I remember when I first went from 1 tree to 2, and it was like, you know, wow, 2 trees. Well, I was up to 4 by the time that I sold my house.
Great.
But I felt like, oh, this room needs something. It's the holidays, right? It's an easy way to fill a corner with light, with presence. But Doug, to your point, I think a lot of people, they are downsizing, and maybe this is the tree for the home. But we could easily pick this one up and set it on the table behind us, and it doesn't look like we did something weird by putting an enormous tree on top of there.
Exactly. Or maybe you're upsizing. Maybe you're going into that bigger home and you're trying to figure out, how do I decorate this holiday season? If you purchase 2 of these and flank them maybe on the fireplace or in the entranceway, now you've got a dramatic look that's showing you, hey, we're all ready for Christmas.
Which I frankly wouldn't go along with you on that if it was $354. I would be like, well, that's a great idea, Doug, but come on, we're on a holiday budget, right? But if you've got an easy pay of $26, truth be told, when we do Christmas in July, hey, what did I just do?
You just got the foot pedal that comes with it. So you can turn it on and off. You don't have to bend down. You don't have to put any water in. You're ready to go, and you can turn it on and off with the foot pedal.
When we do Christmas in July, you can start now. And certainly that's the case if we're talking about, for example, toys or anything else. But I feel like it makes really good sense with the trees because there are more investment pieces.
Sure.
And you barely notice maybe that $26.50. Come holiday season, you go, oh yeah, we got the brand new tree. And you pull it out and it's already paid for, and you've got the most advanced technology by getting all of the bulbs. I think this one has 240 LED lights. Not many of these to go around, fewer than 200. And in every case, you don't have to decide, because that's a little bit of a panic moment, like, oh wait, I'm committed. Do I want to do the white bulbs? Do I want to do the multicolored? Literally every year you could change the theme, or every 5 minutes.
That's right. And we give you a 5-year warranty. So the tree is built to last. And we were the first in the industry to come out with the 5-year warranty.
Yeah.
And so this tree is going to stay with you season after season. So that's why that light change option, it's going to go with you as you change your style and as you change your taste for each year. And like you said, 250 of our LED lights, they also have the continuous on patented technology. So if one of these was to get crushed or maybe fall out, we give you some extra bulbs with the tree, but let's say you didn't notice it, you wouldn't actually notice it because you don't lose a section, you don't lose a strand, you don't lose a zone. Everything stays continuously on.
I just had a flashback to when my mom used to make my brother and I, see if you can figure out which one of these bulbs is the dud. You had to take them all out and put them back in again.
We've all been through that and don't want to go through that ever again.
Never want to go through that again.
So that's why we created that.
On the camera, maybe a close-up of the remote.
Sure,
we can show everybody it comes with.
Each of the trees come with a remote, and it's so easy. When you want to change your light mode, you just hit that button. There's a light indicator at the top. It tells you which mode you're on, and you can just scroll through and toggle until you find one that you like, or change it up each night. You can have something different each night. There's 8 different functions on here. You can also turn it on and off. So if you're ready for bed at night and you want to turn the tree off, you can.
I love that every time you hit those
everything
buttons,
right
all the
from
trees are doing it, right?
Yep.
So if you get multiple trees and they're close to each other, then one remote's going to manage all of them.
That's exactly right. If you get multiple trees, one remote will power them all. You can keep one maybe hidden away or in a closet in case you lose the remote or somebody moves it on you, like the TV remote.
Yeah, and then moving it from room to room too. Like this is like, one year you decide it's in one room, one it's in the next. I mean, the one thing, Doug, that I frankly won't miss from having the bigger house and all the trees was lugging the big trees. Like, it's great to have an artificial tree as opposed to a live because they don't shed the needles and everything, but it is still something large and bulky and heavy that you have to move around when it's the big mamma jamma. When it's the 5-foot, you still get presence. So we think about something that's so comforting to me, maybe harkens back to my childhood, is when the lights in the house are off, but the Christmas tree lights are on.
Oh, yeah,
and that feeling just kind of washes over you, right? And so you still want that if you're downsizing or, gosh, in an apartment, assisted living. I think this would even fit in my daughter's dorm room, right? And it would still work perfectly. You can have that presence and still have Santa's best technology at a fraction of what it really should cost. I know we put it there on the screen, 35% savings. What I like is to do the dollar amount for you. It is $93 less. Who is doing discounted Christmas trees as we head into fall and winter? Well, the answer is QVC. However, at the end of the month, August 1st is our final day for Christmas and July sale pricing. And if you're worried about getting it home and going, I don't want to put this all together now and make sure that it works just fine, you have until the end of January for any returns and exchanges, and as Doug mentioned, a 5-year warranty I don't know many people who are doing that on holiday trees, right?
Absolutely.
But you are. Thank you so much.
Thank
Happy
you.
holidays. I know we'll
Happy
see a lot
holidays
of
to you.
you
Absolutely.
in the next few days. H205691. I like the new look too, Doug. Works for you. All right. Let's talk flameless candles. It is something that kind of becomes addictive, right? Like you have one, and you have two, and you go, oh, I